We know that the way to real success is through those everyday actionable steps. But does that mean we can't dream big? Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Phoenix and I'm the Tattooed Piano Teacher, and I run a successful piano teaching business and several side hustles. Come with me on my process of writing down all of our hopes and dreams and then breaking them down into truly actionable steps. I've created a PDF so you can follow along with me if you'd like, a link in the description. So here's the idea. First, we dream big. This is the reason we are doing this in the first place. This is our true motivation, and no dream is too big. Then we narrow it down to tangible goals. These are the things that other people will notice and the things that we'll notice where we can say, okay, we are headed in the right direction and we are finding success. And from there, we're gonna set up processes. So these are the actionable things that we can do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to yield real results in our business. So the first page we're gonna fill out after the chart on the first page is the areas of either our life or our business that we wanna address. There are two very similar pages. You can use just one or the other, it doesn't matter. One of them is your life, so you could include some personal goals, and one of them is just solely focused on the different areas of your business. But it really doesn't matter which one you use, or if you use both, just go ahead and list all of the different areas that you want to address in your goal setting. Once you have those listed out, for each one, think about, is it a top priority? Is it something that's going to get your full focus and attention? Is it something you want to grow? Then circle grow. If it's something that you want to maintain, circle maintain. This means you're gonna put about the same amount of energy that you did last year, or just enough energy to keep it moving, but it's not gonna be something that you're pouring your heart and soul into, at least in this next 12 months. And then if it's something that you kind of wanna scale back on, put it on the back burner. You'll still work on it, you'll still see growth with it, but it's not gonna be in your full focus, because let's be honest, we can't do everything all the time. Once you have all of those circled, then move on to the next page. This is the dream page. Now, this is where you get to dream big. These don't have to be tangible, these don't have to be actionable, and they don't even have to take place in the next year. Whatever comes to mind as you think about that area. Like, what makes you smile when you think about that area? Are you thinking about retiring on your own private island? Are you thinking about finally becoming debt-free? Are you thinking about hiring and running a successful business where you can kind of pass off some of the tasks you don't want to do? Are you quitting your 9-to-5 to put your heart and soul into your side hustle and make it a real business? Whatever it is, like, what's the end outcome that you want to see? Whether that happens 12 months from now, or 12 years from now, or 20 years from now, write down the first thing that comes to mind. Pause the video here if you want more time with that. On the next page, we're gonna narrow these down into our goals. So I want you to copy down all of the same areas in all of the same order and keep your dream page handy. Read your dreams and now interpret that into a tangible number or assessment that you think you could achieve in approximately the next 12 months. So for instance, if you're really looking to grow a piano lesson studio, then how many students do you want to add on in the next year? Or what's the revenue that you want to bring in? So again, these don't have to be in your control, but these are like tangible numbers where you can say, check, I made it to this goal. While you're working on that, if you are enjoying this type of content, you want to see more like business side related content for piano teachers, hit that like button. And honestly, you hitting that thumbs up helps me achieve my business goals. And I thank you very, very much for that. Okay, once you have the goals sheet filled out, we're going to move on to the next sheet, which is our processes. You're going to copy down all of the same areas in the same order that you put them on the first page. But now we are going to think of the actions that you can control. So this is the actionable steps, the daily grind. What are those many things you're gonna do from day to day? Habits you're gonna form, things you're gonna put into place that are eventually going to see the results you want on your goals page and help you achieve your dreams that you put on the dream page. So I hope that the process of the previous two pages helps you come up with some tangible ideas that maybe you've never thought of before, or maybe you're just putting pen to paper on things that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but just haven't had those processes in place. So here's an example that I mentioned before. If you are trying to grow a studio and you want to make this amount of revenue, then maybe you're going to market on this platform. Or maybe you're going to take a class to become a better teacher or get a certification. Things like that, things that you can actionably do in the next calendar year to help you hit the goal. Pause the video if you want to, but I'm going to move on to the final page, which is the plan. Okay, here's where we put this into action. Now you may be thinking, do I really need to do this? Because the processes page was basically the plan. But we are going to break it down even further. Here's what I want you to do with the plan page. Take your processes, which are your tangible, actionable steps, and break them down into what you're going to do each month, each week, or on a daily basis if that applies. Think about if you had a virtual assistant hired and you were going to have them do the process, the actionable step. How would you explain to them what you want done? So what day does it happen? How frequently does it happen? What time does it happen? And how do you do it? Example. Let's say one of your goals was to grow on Instagram. So you're going to tell your virtual assistant, which is probably you, if you're like me, we're going to post on Instagram every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. And we're going to do Reels on Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. or whatever it is. So these are the you can put it into your calendar specific actionable steps. All right, so write out your plan. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that you achieve great things in the next year. If you are just starting out your studio, you might be interested to sign up for my 30-day email challenge. We're gonna email you 12 actionable steps, things you might not have thought about, or maybe things that are already on your list, things you need to set up to get your piano teaching business off and running on the right foot. So that link is in the description if you want to sign up for that. And if you want to keep watching, in my latest coffee chat, I went through what I wrote down on all these sheets, what my personal and business goals are for the next calendar year. So if you're interested in some more behind the scenes about me and my business, you might want to check that out, and I will hopefully see you there.